Jags. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down. It's Parks, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
On second down now, it's Parks. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parks. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. On second down. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense.
Remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he powers his way up past the 30.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and they're just steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
They'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Watson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll try the left side. It's Parks, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Parks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And that's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Parks. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off of play action, it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 61 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. On-line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both
teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Taken in at the 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They're gonna look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's not gonna sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On play action, they'll throw.
They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
They go play action here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lumberjacks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And now Watson throws another interception. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Hitting London coming across the field. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 2. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And now here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Watson now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Parks, and he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. To throw is Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just can't.